Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Dukes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Oh, he's got a chance. Across the 45. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Babers. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So James Madison's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Owen. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the shot. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a...
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Babers. It's complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Slithers into space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Owen. Flips it out to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Cougars are facing third and inches. He'll sneak it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Scanning the field, it's Owen. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Dennis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, it's Owen. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in ones because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Babers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Second down coming up.
Second down.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And how about that linebacker seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain? That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Callaway. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Babers. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Quick release on the RPO. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Give to the running back.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Cougars. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for a man. It's Owen. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Good separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Babers. Bringing the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Delay game offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Ready. Lasso. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Houston going up tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Babers. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On second and goal, he carries again. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Third and goal for the offense. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll run it here on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter.
Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Owen. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. QB got it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Dukes! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Looking downfield, it's Babers. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sands. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up second and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here we go. To the air. It's Babers. Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On the direct snap, it's Callaway. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to pass. It's Owen. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 20, he's got space. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, James Madison. And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the run.
The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Looking for room. It's Callaway. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The give on the option. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. To throw, it's Babers. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks.
Wide open space, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Owen. And they're not on the same page there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Finding an escape route. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Result of the play is a turnover.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Rides the back on the option. The give. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Owen. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
By the receiver.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To the air, it's Babers. Catch in the middle, it's Callaway. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
First down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the toss. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Dukes are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Owen. Looking left. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, James Madison! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there in West Point. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The 40. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. With the run on first and goal. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Houston, 45.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Back to throw, it's Babers. Gets rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Babers. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Houston.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that... Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, James Madison! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking for a man. It's Owen. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this